Hi, I'm Mark the Vet. I'm here at DFS Crufts 2010 and I'm joined on the sofa with
Simon Wheeler from Agria.
Tell us what Agria do.
Mark, it's our Kennel Club insurances, and we've got some new exciting things that we're launching at Crufts this year. The Kennel Club had an insurance policy for a long time. They've had the Kennel Club healthcare plan, but I think times have changed since that insurance policy launched. Quite rightly, as you expect from the Kennel Club healthcare plan was a very comprehensive policy, but it actually didn't give the consumer that much choice. The new plan is designed to cover off the fundamentals, but also put some choice in for the things that people might or might not want.
So tell us what's changed, what's new and exciting that you brought to the marketplace.
So if we talk about the fundamentals, there are different types of pet insurance in the market. Often as not, people will buy, if they're buying on the internet, perhaps look at the top high-line benefit and the price and make their choice. And I think there's a lot more detail they should be considering. We have a policy that repopulates every year, so as long as the owner continues their cover, however much they've claimed in the year will be topped back up to the maximum benefit. So they never run out of cover throughout the animal's life. And rather than just have a very high level of veterinary fees benefit, we have a choice of £10,000 or £5,000. Now, people coming from the Kennel Club with a new puppy, transferred the pedigree quite rightly, and a bundle of fluff that is overtly healthy and happy, sometimes can't imagine spending £1,000, let alone £5,000 or £10,000 on that puppy. So we felt we needed to put some lower levels in or some choice, just to get them on board. Most people, when they buy pet insurance, the motivation is veterinary fees, but of course third party is wildly important these days, especially as society becomes more litigious. So within all our plans, third parties included with veterinary fees, and we put advertising reward in all our plans as well. Just so it's about keeping the pet healthy and happy for as long as possible. It's about protecting the owner from the real financial risks of a third party action, and also about keeping the owner and the pet together with the advertising reward aspect.
You mentioned owners looking online for certain details. What sort of details should owners be looking for when they pick an insurance policy and then come to you?
I think when you look at something like car insurance, it's mandatory, so it's commoditized, and I think people almost have a license to go out and buy on price. With pet insurance, there are different plans out there in the marketplace, and I think as long as people are aware of exactly what they're buying, there's not a problem. There are plans, for example, that will pay for an ongoing or chronic condition just for 12 months, so it will get a condition managed, identified, diagnosed and under management, but then future claims are down to the owner. Policies that have, for example, a maximum amount of money they'll pay out during the life of the animal for each and every condition, but for example with a long-term chronic skin condition, those benefits can be used up. When you ask people what they think they've bought, a lot of them think they bought that policy that will keep going through the animal's life and they'll never run out of cover. So we've endeavoured to provide a policy that gives them that. So I think the advice to people looking to insure their pet is just to be very careful what they've bought. Now, there are other things as well we've included in the policy. So we've included a lot of optional benefits. So, for example, rather than bundle in things like overseas travel, because people know exactly whether they want to take the pet abroad or not, we give people the option to buy that module, rather than just bundle it in and perhaps give them cover that they don't want. With things like death cover, for some people that's wildly important. If you just bought a new £1,500 bulldog puppy, you might want to look for a refund of the purchase price if something sadly happens to that puppy. For some people, no amount of money could possibly replace their pet, and they're just not interested in that type of life cover. Other benefits like holiday cancellation, boarding fees, down to the owner's choice and discretion whether they want it or not. And then uniquely for this plan, we have included breeding risks as well. So fertility tests, the veterinary fees associated with that, gestation, whelping, and of course puppies pre-sale, litters pre-sale, so that there's a breeder angle to it as well. In the past, we've had a breeder policy for breeders and their own stock and pregnancy, but we thought we might include it in the main plan because it's a very good plan and it gives lots of choices for breeders as well as owners.
A lot to take in, and you're obviously offering a fantastic service on so many levels. Where can people find out more about what you're offering, Agria, and the Kennel Club healthcare plan?
They can go online and look at www.kcinsurance.co.uk, or they could give us a ring, free phone number 0800 369 9090. That's the best way, but also we've some important things for accredited breeders as well at the Crufts that we're launching. Now, I think the accredited breeder scheme is very important, and I think that will develop and grow and be embraced by the majority of breeders in time. But to support the accredited breeder scheme, we felt the insurance should be positioned to allow those breeders to activate a 4-week period insurance when they sell the puppies, immediate cover for illness and accident, so no waiting periods should they need veterinary fees or death, sadly. So from the breeder's peace of mind, effectively the puppy is covered from day one. From the owner's point of view, they have financial protection from day one, and there's no barrier to taking that puppy to the vet should they suspect a problem. And from the puppy's point of view, obviously it's in the best interest of the puppy.
That's brilliant, Simon. Thank you for your time.
Okay,
cheers.
Thanks, Mark. Bye-bye.